So, hello everyone, welcome to my video. Uh, this time I am come up with my latest project in the data science stream. This was the last essential and very important project to deploy the AI and ML systems and other systems in cloud and provide services to end users. So, this time I will be showcasing the alerts and report generation via cloud server. I mean, the output through cloud premises. Okay. Yeah, so I have named this project as Cloud and AI based fraud management system that I have made. So the highlights are you can see on the window presentation window that alert generation via principles of generative AI. Okay, and let me explain this. So as we all know, generative AI is the how the model learns the distribution of data set and generates new examples that resembles original data. So the projects I made as earlier also, as you have seen in previous videos, I made FM system using AI. So what they were doing that they were generating alerts on new data, okay, and based on what the previous or historical fraud data. So okay, let me show you the window also. If I go there and these are some previous alerts that I have generated. So these are you can see here that they are AI generated. They have mentioned. So yeah, so they are trained on neural networks. Okay, and for the previous or historical fraud data. As we all know that neural networks are used to model the relationship between data and generate meaningful alerts. So these are the same thing principles of generative AI that I have followed, and I have generated the alerts in the same manner, including the relevant information or overview of the generated alerts that are contextually appropriate and useful. And you can see that this one also, the AI generated summarized destination usage alert. This is for destination Cuba. You can see the overview is there. Okay, let me explain this. Okay, so you can see here what happening is there is a alert with these records that has been participating in the alert according to the threshold breached. So this is the overview. The system itself is giving the appropriate and useful information based on these records. Okay, so you can see here what it is written. The fraud, dear user, the fraud alert calls to Cuba have exceeded the destination threshold. All right, so it is saying that the threshold has been breached. Then the predicted fraud probability of all records related to this alert is this much, and the AI-based system distribution is fraud. So for precaution, also Cuba has been blocked for the caller number identified in this alert. So you can see here, this is all the part on principle of generative AI. So I believe that you have an idea now. So let's move to another highlight, that is high level engineering approach for P1 and P2 alerts. I will discuss it later. There is been approach to analyze. I mean, I will to say that even non-fraud alerts also that something cannot be left behind. So the fourth point is AI system barring report generation. Also it means that whatever numbers the AI system numbers, I mean whatever the destination the AI system will bar, that report will be sent separately and exclusively uh, to the end users. Okay, let's move to the next slide. Okay, so yeah, so these are the benefits of FMS in Azure cloud: scalability and elasticity. The it means the ability to scale resources up and down based on demand. So what are the benefit? As fraud pattern changes, the volume of alert fluctuates. So it could be high, it could be low. So a cloud-based fraud management system can adjust it according to the workloads. So it can instantly scale up during peak times. Uh, Example is weekends, and scale down during the quieter periods. So this ensure that fraud detection system can handle the spikes in volume without performance degradation. So also we can put the scaling rules, which will auto scale the utilization of CPU, alert generation rate, and add or remove resources. For example, if the alert generation rate is exceeds a certain threshold, means if we have put a rule that alerts are generating more than average count per day, then additional fraud detection servers can be spun up automatically. So wow, these are the beauty of Azure cloud. So high availability is another feature. The benefits are for the fraud management system is that it is always available, even during the unexpected failures or maintenance events. We all know that the every product based companies have a maintenance period where they inform customers that server will down and all. But like fraud management system, if can be should not be down, because it will affect the fraud and revenue. So redundancy and failover, cloud providers provides multiple data center, multiple zones. You can search in Google also, in an internet also, I mean. So they have multiple availability zones, and within these zones, what happens, there are they ensure that the traffic will automatically switch to another zone. So the customer will not be affected. So it means that fraud detection services will be continuously available. Then there are load balancers and geo replication things as well. We all know that load balancers automatically reroute traffic, and even the geo replication, it will replicate the fraud detection database. If some one database is corrupted or destroyed with some outage or any other disaster, so there will be availability for that also. So this is called geo replication. Okay, so next thing is cost optimization, the feature for Azure cloud, and the benefit is optimizing costs while maintaining fraud detection capabilities. So what is the basically the cost is matter for every company. So pay as you go model is there. So if you have for the particular services, you will pay for that only, and that is very cost effective compared to maintaining on premises hardware. I mean, to set up a company, somewhere geographically, to create the infrastructure, it creates a hell lot of revenue. But here, like I told you, that pay as you go service is there. So whatever your storage servers are there, number of virtual machines, resources, and number of databases, etc. According to that only, they will charge you. And that is also whenever usage meter is also there. So this is the cost automation feature. Then another is advanced analytics. Let quickly go through this also. So you have benefit of leveraging analytics and machine learning models for fraud detection. As I earlier made a and I showed you that I have made a hybrid model in which I used unsupervised machine learning clustering model for anomaly detection based on similarity. It was based on k means clustering. So like there are different ML models that you can use there. And real time analytics, you can see here process data in real time and detect anomalies, as I told you, and patterns and suspicious behavior. Whenever the system abnormality is there, system will detect it and will make a report, generate a report or alerts as per your business problem. So big data processing, cloud based data lakes and data warehouse are there. Nowadays Snowflake and Data Lake is so much popular, so they are all available over there. You can analyze large volumes of data over there. Security and compliance. These are some benefits also for security and compliance also. The data is encrypted and protected. And identity and access management, the last point you can see here. What is it? You can give access accordingly. Like if I have built this FM system, I can give access to client for uploading data, and operation team to access alert generation data, and for support team to check for scripts whether they are running fine, the connectivity issues there or not, and databases are functioning properly. So all this we can build the identity and access management. This is based on Microsoft Enter ID now. Okay, now we will move to the cloud part. I'm in production part, and I will show you things over there. Okay. Okay, so before moving to the cloud part, let me explain this third point also that I told you. This one. Okay, AI code modification first, and then I will tell you the other approaches as well. So, as you can see on presentation window, their AI alerts have been updated. They are what I have done is grouping of the call record for same caller number in single alert. I mean, firstly, what happening was there for a single call number, there were multiple records firing, and they were generating multiple alerts for single caller number. But this is not. This has been rectified now. Okay, and you can see that the generating the even the fraud probability alert wise. So earlier it was per record wise. Let me show you. Let me explain this. So here you can see here, what happening was there. This alert has been fired for summarized destination users alert for destination Cuba, because I will show you that this is traditional based alert. This is not AI based alert. This is traditional based alert. If 200 minutes of something threshold whatever is designed for Cuba that will breach, then it will quote all the numbers. So you can see here there are different caller numbers. So what happening earlier was, AI record. I will show you now. Now you will understand. You have understood the scenario, and I will explain further. See this. So this AI generated. The per record wise there is probability. Like I am showing you, 88, 92, 89, 93, 91. So what happening was, irrespective of this alert, every for these nine records, nine alert will be generate was generating were generating, sorry. So now I have made the exact replica of traditional alerts, and for the AI generated. So and they will give the fraud disposition and other generative AI information accordingly. So you can see here that this is the traditional base alert. Nine records are there, but there is no fraud disposition and any overview. I mean, no generative AI information. But here, the replica alert of summarization usage alert for same Cuba, all the same records are there only, but that fraud probability is added, fraud disposition is added, and overview is added. I told you earlier also that calls to Cuba have exceeded the registration threshold. The protected fraud probability for all related to this alert is 87.44. So what happening is there, now they have calculated the probability record wise. So the alert wise, the average probability is calculated by the system and printed over here. And as per our fraud thresholds, the system has disposed as fraud. Okay, so these are the AI modifications, and other also when I will show you the scenario when alert will generate. So this second point is also now I have explained. Then consolidated barring report will be generated. So as you can see here, for precaution, destination Cuba has been blocked for all these call numbers. So there are n number of alerts. If the interval time is 3 hours, so in every 3 hours, whatever alert has generated and whatever destination they have barred, you look at this alert also. So there are Angola and other destination, and they have barred the destination. So for this, at the end of generation of alerts, the customized AI barring report will be sent. Okay. So this is the another modification that have been done this time, and we will generate the alerts through cloud promises. Also, P1 and P2 alerts level are prioritized. Even the fraud probability goes down, the given threshold, the action will be taken. It means that there are chances. If I have put in the threshold of 70% of fraud probability, that over 70 or equal to 70 will go for system will categorize it as fraud. But what if the even below 70 is having some fraud records, then they will be missed by the system because I have given the fraud probability of taking fraud in is greater than or equal to 70%. So even that has been taken care of. I have modified the code with high level engineering, as I highlighted the point that high level engineering approach has been done for P1 and P2 alerts. So similarly, I will show you the scenarios, and using the principle of generative AI that to detail the information precisely and effectively, that has been done also, that I have already explained. So what this AI-based response system is doing, the features of response system as I defined earlier is now rectified also. So system analyzed replica alert with generative info, same replica alert which is a replica for the traditional base alert, but it has now the generated info and a fraud probability and a fraud disposition, and will assist the on-duty analyst with AI-based recommendation, and it will reduce the workload to 70% because it will what it is doing, it is generating alert with info and fraud probability, also will assisting on the fraud scenario, and automated action are taken. So what fraud analysts have to do, they have to just check the this generative AI alert and AI based alert, I mean, and they have to maintain a log that what system has done, and there will be a feedback loop. What the system has done is correct or not, then it will help to further rectify the thresholds and further rectify the AI actions. So this will, because the all the major actions have been done by the AI itself, the system itself. So it is reducing the workload for the on-duty analyst or the end user. Okay, so this is all from the presentation window. Now we will move to the cloud premises and see the things over there. Okay, so here I have logged into the Azure portal, and there are you can see here there are a number of services provided by Azure Cloud, resource groups, virtual machines, SQL servers, and a number of services you can see here. So what basic thing is that you have to first the resource group for you. I have already created these resource groups as by my project requirements. Even then I have created virtual machine. So here you can see my VM is the my virtual machine, and you can create also the virtual machine based on your requirements, and choose the disk drive, RAM, operating system, Windows, Linux, and what is the processor, what else should be the RAM size. I mean, 8 GB, 16 GB, 32 GB. Any you can n number of configuration is there. As heavy as your system is, you can upgrade yourself. Then there are storage accounts. I'm just elaborating the services that I have used, like the storage accounts. You can see here, containers are there, file shares are there, queues and tables are there. So I have in containers, I have already I'm using container. So some I have to upload something, some files, so I can upload in these containers uh, through blob storage of and even there are file share as well, as I showed you. So there are a number of options as per your requirements and what is convenient to you or what you think that is you are comfortable with. So go through that only. Like here, there are file shares also. Earlier, I showed container. These are file shares, and you have to give permission also. Remember that this is all networking based things. This is not, a window or any other product that you got customized by the Microsoft or any other company. So you have to customize it yourself. You have to give permissions. I have given permissions. You can give permission as contributor level or reader level, or at the admin level. So it is up to you, but you have to give permissions, and you have to install the drivers also for virtual machines and all. I mean, this is all network thing you have to learn yourself. Okay, so okay, so I am done with this. Okay, I will just show you that I have enabled the network drive as well to directly upload the data from my local machine over there. And to upload it, you can just have to click upload, and you through upload you can do it. The services are very easy if you know how to do it. Okay, so here you can see that my local machine links are there, and I can upload any files and folders over there. Okay, as per my requirement. All right, so like this. Okay, so this is enough from here. Okay, and okay, now one more thing what I have done is, I have uploaded the data. But in earlier project I was doing, I was spooling the data from SQL to Python. I'm into Jupyter notebooks, but now there is a service in Azure itself for SQL databases. So I have already created database over there, and I have put data over there, and we can spool the data from there to our Jupyter notebooks in the virtual machine. So you can see here, already I have enabled the DB, and data is there. You can see here the data is there. If I refresh this, you can see data is there. So we'll spool it. We will use the SQL server of cloud itself. Now let's go to the virtual machine. You can see here the virtual machine is there only. Let me, yeah, this is the virtual machine that I have created. It is live and running, and you can see it's all running on the IP addresses. And now through this, we will, we will be running our code. Like there are some codes that I have put into production, and I will show you these AI rules that they will generate alerts. We will generate alerts from here only, and let me show you also uh, that there is also a network drive, and we can give the access of this network drive to the uh, end user also. And if user will get this the access, then they will, they can upload themselves the files, and we can use those files. And even also from SQL server tables we can automate also. So both options are there. If somebody wants to upload to a particular folder like this one only, like you can see call records are there also. So if we give permission to that user, they will upload, they will like this call record things, and even the reports as well. So they will upload the data over here, and we will make a Python script to read it from here also. And also from the SQL server, like I have done in my project. I told you the SQL server use services that I have used is a SQL server of Azure. So we'll go to production part now very quickly. Okay, so I have deployed the AI codes over here in cloud, and you can see here that the scripts, Python scripts are running. And for demonstration purpose, you can see running here. It is coming the sign. Okay, so for demonstration purpose, I have ran the two AI codes. One will generate the traditional rule-based alerts, and as I told you, then AI response system will also be applied and will generate AI-based alerts having these. fraud disposition, and AI based actions. These will be similar replica alerts for the traditional base alerts, and this another AI code is for overlapping alert. And this is also I have made, as I told you, modification. It will be also group the call as per caller number. I mean, other records will also be participate rather than the overlapping alert call records. So, okay, now I will show you a small script that I have made. Is there here, and you can see the directory path is the network drive, as I told you. Let me show you the network drive. I showed you like this here, this one. So what happens? We will explore both options. When there are options, and everyone is not comfortable with every option. So for the users who just want to upload it in a folder, we will give access of this folder to the user, and they will upload the file over there, and they themselves will come to the portal, Azure portal, and upload this thing, and this file will be here to use. Like now I'm showing you the script. So what happens, we will also give access for them to, if we the code that we have deployed here, we will give access to them, and they themselves can run this code and see the contents of the file and further participate either that file in report generation or alert generation as per their business requirements. We will give the access of the to put the file in the code itself, and we will make them show the results sent to their email IDs as well. So let me show you. Just I will run this code now. Okay, so I am just running code is okay. So you can see here the data has been populated. See, caller number, destination, minutes, call start time, and call end time is coming here. So this is based on directory path. I mean, manually we have uploaded the data over here in this network drive in this folder. If I click this, you can see the content of the same network path is here, and you can see here the same path is here. So I'm not making this up, and I have showed and explained in a very effective manner and simple manner to both audiences, technical and non-technical. And believe me guys, when I started this project, I have no idea how I will achieve this. Just want to say that the when I first made the Python and SQL based fraud management system in year 2022, then these AI tools, Chat GPT and all, was not available. It took me 3 months, myself, day and night, to explore relationship between records and then thresholds and then the scenario making. And but even also when I started making this project of cloud, the things were not fine every time whenever you start the project new and without knowing anything. But believe me, just have a sheer will and a vision. Just don't think I'm learning this technology, and what will it help me, or will I will I have a job or not with this technology. Don't think about this. Later, maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but one day the technology will help you. It will always come handy if you learn some technology. And there are always people who like the sheer knowledge and the as I told you, the vision and the sheer will, and they will appreciate your good work. So please, never give up. Okay, so as you can see, I am just waiting for the output of these two scripts that I have just uh, ran. So let's wait for the alert generation. And we are, we have successfully, we have put these AI codes over here. We have made some changes to the codes that I'll explain when the alert will generated. And we are doing it from the cloud. Everything, resources we have used only cloud sources, like I told you, the SQL server also, and also the uh, file storage and the other things, virtual machine from the cloud itself. So this is cloud computing. You don't need anything. You just upload your files and data over there and use the resources. So this is cloud computing, and it's if you got to know somehow, it is very easy to use, and the power of cloud computing is enormous, as I have told you, and you have seen with this my single individual level project. Okay, so let's wait. Okay, so here we can see now this script, has processed the records, and you can see here the records have been processed, and you can see fraud alert sent successfully. Oh wow, what a beauty! So this is totally a live scenario in cloud. We have deployed the AI codes, and codes are producing the output. You can see here, wow, what the updation I have done in my alerts, AI based alerts. You can see here minute trigger fraud, and relevant caller numbers. They have, everything has been populated as per expectation. And now we can move towards the email window, so we can see the output as well. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, what a beauty. Okay, so now I'll explain. So as I told you, these are all fresh alerts right now in front of you. So without the subject line of AI, these are traditional and rule-based alerts, like this calling usage alert for this caller number has fired. Because why? Because the threshold for this, destination has been breached for the caller numbers. You can see here 5160 minutes are the calling usage, so that's why alert fired. Similarly, and for other number as well, for the destination as well. Okay. And summarize destination usage alert. This is also a traditional base alert for country Cuba. There was threshold of some 200 minutes or so. It has been breached. I mean cumulative, threshold. So whatever caller numbers have called to Cuba and combined threshold of 200 minutes is breached, so alert will fire. So these are the all caller numbers, in this alert. Uh, you can see, dear user, fraud alert. In this alert, 9 calls has been found in suspected scenario to Cuba with a total of this much was minutes. So this, for these records, only this information we can use in traditional base alerts. Now we will see the advancement of AI. You can see the replica alerts, AI based response system, and as told you have generated the replica alerts, but with fraud probability and disposition and system actions. Let's compare this traditional alert ending with 2378. Similarly, AI generated ending with 23728, ending with 4334, ending with 4334. Okay, and ending with 21254, ending with 21254. Same summarized destination usage alert for country Cuba. Similarly, P1 AI generated summarized destination alert for Cuba. Oh wow, what a beauty! So this is power of AI and cloud computing together. We have used the cloud promises and generated the alerts through the cloud resources. So let's analyze this. So as I told you, let's go to PPT. You can see here, I have already told you that even P1 P2 alerts are prioritized, and the high level engineering approach is there, and modifications are there. So here is the use of principles of generative AI. You can see the calls to Cuba have exceeded the destination threshold. The predicted probability for all records, not single record. Now for all records is 87.54 something. The AI based system disposition is fraud, as I told you. Then it is fraud. So for precaution, the system action. So this action only be taken when we know that this is a fraud. So this is not in old traditional base alerts, because we doesn't know what is the disposition, either it is fraud or non fraud. It is based on our, like I have put the threshold of 70% or greater than or equal to 70% is fraud. So this is 87, this is far up than 70%. So disposition is fraud, and for by when the disposition is fraud, the destination Cuba has been blocked for all these caller numbers, so the revenue loss should be stopped. So this is the advancement of AI. And you can see, I told you these are P1 alerts, because the fraud alerts, the fraud records was there, and they have been trained upon on on those fraud records. That's why the probability is high, and they are P1, and the disposed as fraud. So I told you, as in the end, AI system barring report generation will be there. So and the report has been generated for the end user as well. If I click this, you can see how many numbers are there. You can see, just count: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 numbers are there, and there are no duplicates, because I have removed duplicates in the code itself. I have put the code, put in the Python code. So let's count. 11 were there in the barring report, that for particular 11 records, and even you can see the destination are also there. For which record, which destination has been barred. Wow, what a beauty! See, this is the power of AI and cloud combined. Let's check in. Yes, firstly, we will check this AI generated summarized destination Cuba alert. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 numbers are there. So already the generative AI is told that Cuba has been blocked. Okay, and then again, this number and this number, these three numbers are there. And I believe, because one number is in both reports, that's why 11 numbers are there. Let me show you. Okay, 1254, 1254, 4334. Yes, see, 1254 is there. So number 1254 is already in Cuba. So that's why the report has removed the duplicates, and that's why the individual 12 numbers will become 11. Okay, so particularly even the AI generated report, AI generated system has taken the action in its manner. And for particularly the report, AI combined barring report has been generated accordingly. Oh wow, what a beauty! So I have shown you, and let me show you another alert level as well. Okay, so again, this overlapping call alert has a CDR has in process. You can see. Oh wow, what a beauty! Okay, and record has been identified as fraud over here. You can see here, and even the details are there: fraud, disposition, fraud, total records two. And I will now show you the advancement that I have done. So initially, two numbers are identified. Okay, and barring report has also been sent successfully. So okay, and you can see here, what a beauty. I told you na advancement I have done between P1 and P2 lamps. You can see one is fraud and other is not fraud as per our AI system. And let me show you. And barring report is also sent. Oh wow, what a beauty! Now I will show you the advancement of AI. Oh, beauty, beauty! Yeah, the fresh alerts are there. So one is P1 and one is P2. Let's open the P1 first, and I will explain you. Wait a second, don't angry on me. Okay, so fraud alert P1 AI generated overlapping call. Overlapping is a parallel call. One call has not been ended, another call started. Let's see. For particularly this number, caller number, you can see I told you. Now, what was happening before, if there are three records, and like this, fraud disposition is equal to one, yeah, it means that whenever the value is 1, it is fraud record. Because why? Because I have given the threshold probability of more than 90 as a this one fraud. So you can see here there are two fraud records. So for this caller, same caller number, there are two fraud occurs. But earlier, it there will be two alerts, but we don't need that. It will be much more to handle, and we need precisely that the records will be grouped as per caller number. So single caller number have multiple record, it will come under one alert. Okay, now you got it. So the call first call is for Bhutan, and system identified as a fraud. Why? Because fraud disposition is 1, because fraud probability is more than 90. C. And again, for this one, Latvia, fraud record it is identified as fraud. Why? Because it is also over 90 and overlapping call is there. You can see for this Latvia call, there is fraud probability of 33% only. And for this Latvia call, this is the fraud probability of 99% only. Now this is totally AI based judgment. Why? Because why probability is more for this record for a call for Latvia, and another call for Latvia has a 33% only, and this one is 99%. Why? Because the overlapping call is there. Now you understood how system is identifying, because it is relating with the fraud records. Because earlier, because this you can see the alert name overlapping calls, so parallel calls. So whenever the parallel calls is there and earlier fraud pattern is there, the probability will be high because system has identified the pattern. The similar pattern was there earlier with the scenario also of overlapping. Oh wow, what a beauty. So what happened is there, you can see the use of generative AI. Dear user, the fraud alert. This is the fraud alert. The number this one has been found in an overlapping or parallel call scenario to the following destination. Which destination? Latvia. Why? Because Latvia is the only one that is having the overlapping call. So for overlapping call scenario, destination is Latvia. Among the destination, that is other destination also, Bhutan and Latvia. So among all the destination of Bhutan and Latvia, because there are only Bhutan and Latvia destination, the parallel call is to Latvia. Oh wow, what a beauty! Exactly, the call records and generative AI has produced the overview. It is labeled as fraud. Okay, so the alert fraud probability is 75.55%. Also, for precaution, this is I told you now. This is the advancement I have done, and modification I have done. That this is alert level fraud probability. You can see 93, 33, 99. You can take the average of all first total and then take average. It will be equal to like this only. And I have given the threshold 70 something. So above 70, it will be the system will treat it as a fraud. So for precaution, these destination have barred for this caller number. Here are the details of the record. Alert fraud probability 0.76. Okay, and total fraud record 2. I told you the fraud identifier is there 112. Oh, total overlapping call how much? 1. Because only for one record there is an overlapping call. So I told you everything is justified here. See here. Alert generation via principle of generative AI met. AI code modification at alert level met. High level engineering approach for P1 P2 alert. I will explain this also. AI system barring report generation I showed you also met. Okay. So this number, now analyze this number. See, for the only two records are this for number, this number is the number only. What happened? This is P2. P2 means not fraud. I showed you now here in the production environment cloud. For this number particularly, you can see here the fraud exposure is not fraud. Why? Because it has fallen, because the fraud probability has fallen to 50.75%. You can see. Although, what happened here is I told you 97% for this record, this has been identified as fraud. Why? Because fraud disposition is 1 for this record. The probability is 97. And for this record, for call for Benin destination, the fraud probability is 3% only. So 97 plus 3, 100% something. So take average, 50.75% is the average fraud probability. So it has been treated as non-fraud. So that's why the category is P2. Although, although I told you what was the condition, what was the condition? High level engineering approach for P1 and P2 alerts, and even also here I have elaborated. Sorry, here also. So yeah, you can see. Here also, P1 and P2 alerts are prioritized for taking action even if probability goes down the given thresholds. So wow, what a beauty! I don't know how I have thought about this, but I have achieved this. So even the fraud probability is 50.7.5%. It means below the 70%. That is the threshold for fraud. So this is treated as not fraud by the system. So that's why the category is P2. But you can read now. Also for precaution, these destination Angola have been barred for this caller number as it has one fraud record of high fraud probability. Oh wow, how correctly the overview generative AI has generating the overview. We can read it from start. The number this one has been found in overlapping or parallel call scenario to the flying destination Angola, because for Angola only you can see here the overlapping call value is one. So for Angola, they have identified the parallel call scenario among the destination. Among the destination means all other destination are Benin and Angola. Okay, very fine. The alert has probability of 50.75%. Corrected. I have elaborated this. Also for precaution, these destinations, which destination Angola have been barred for this caller number. Angola. Why? Because the probability is more than 90% and this record is being disposed as fraud record. So Angola have been barred for this caller number as it has one fraud record of high fraud probability and disposition of fraud. Here are the details of the record. Alert probability 51%, total fraud record 1, total overlapping call 1. Wow, what a beauty. You can see here. I told you this could have been passed, this, because it has alert level probabilities 50.75%. If I have not programmed, I have not done the high level engineering, this caller number have been gone, not fraud. But even it is under not fraud, but system has identified it that we have to take action. Why? Because one you can see here it has one fraud record of high fraud probability. So see, over 90 this record, the call to Angola, and this is also overlapping call, that's why probability is high. So the system has rated this with the earlier fraud record, and that's why the probability is high, and that's why this is disposed as fraud one record. And that's why the destination Angola, you can hear, have been barred for this caller number. Okay, guys. So this is the advancement of AI over the traditional based rules. I mean alerts. So the system I have designed in such a way that no fraud can bypass. I have given everything, and even you can see AI system barring report has been done after the alerts have been generated. If I click this, you can see what. Oh, wow, what a beauty. That for this number, Bhutan, Latvia has been barred, destination has been barred, and for this number, Angola, for this caller number, Angola has been barred, as we have read in the alert itself. So, guys, I have showed you these uh, cloud-based alerts. We have deployed system in the clouds, and we have generated now the alerts. And as per AI, artificial intelligence, and AI has advancement over the rule-based alerts and threshold-based alerts, because AI is generating and identifying is generating alerts as per previous fraud patterns and giving fraud probabilities. You can see here, and and disposing it as fraud and not fraud. Even for not fraud, we have done high level engineering. So this is up to your business requirements, that how you want to caught up the frauds in any way in so believe me, guys, this was a very hectic project, and I have given everything for this project. I have gone far much deeper and digged more and more, and did this at my individual level. So, guys, this is Akhil Singh Rawat now signing off. Please take care of yourself and have fun. Okay, bye bye.